Before we start the video, make sure you check the description to join our giveaways.
In this aid, we will voice our own and market's perspective on stake future while examining the stake cost estimate for 2022 and then some, which is very huge. If it's not too much trouble, explicitly remember that you ought to think about this and any really other expectation while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything is an unpleasant undertaking, not to mention foreseeing the eventual fate of a novel, profoundly unpredictable monetary resource like stake. Presently, how about we head into it? Before we dig profound into the stake value forecast and answer questions on the off chance that stake is an essentially wise venture or not, for what reason will stake succeed or fall flat, or for what reason will stake value rise or drop, we should rapidly toss a look at what stake is and its to-date history, which is very huge. Stake price prediction for the next 90 days in a significant manner. The by and large entire crypto world is on an edge of an undeniable generally bear market. Bitcoin has drooped half from its untouched high in the midst of a more extensive market drops affected by seething expansion and U.S. Fed rate builds, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Financial backers essentially are selling unsafe resources and moving into additional steady business sectors. Crypto is as yet seen as an extremely dangerous play, and thus the auction. Our algo still sees some green in 2022, particularly in the especially second piece of the year. This is reflected in our 2022 forecasts. At the present time, Bitcoin needs to in a real sense find a neighborhood base before we can move the other way and alter the course. When Bitcoin gets comfortable of the new cost range, altcoins will really begin to do likewise. We have seen this situation many times in the removed and later history. Our cost expectation model is negative for the genuinely next 90 days, with a smidgen of a buyer market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2 in an unpretentious manner. We expect whales and really other greater players in the market to wrap up filling their sacks around that time, which will cause an ordinary and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost forecast model with a diverse way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and central evaluation of each task. Essentials that we assess are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, promoting endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and theoretical potential, and a few other restrictive elements created in our crypto lab. Stake price prediction 2022. Most of specialists concur that this bear market will endure basically for the principal quarter of 2022 preceding. We see a few adjustment and little pattern inversions, or so they by and large thought. Forecast model brings market opinion into a record and responds likewise. The following is a month-by-month breakdown of 2022. 2022 September minus 13.51% $2.78. 2022 October minus 25.23% $2.40. 2022 November minus 23.88% $2.44. 2022 December minus 17.18% $2.66. 2023 Jan minus 18.28% $2.62, or so they thought. 2023 February minus 12.08% $2.82. 2023 Mar minus 8.16% $2.95. 2023 April minus 4.25% $3.08. 2023 May plus 6.71% $3.43. 2023 June plus 12.37% $3.61. 2023 July plus 14.72% $3.68. 2023 August plus 17.60% $3.78. Stake price prediction 2025 to 2030, 2040. Our expectation model sees stake arriving at new highs in 2025, $7.63 stake cost in 2030 and 2040 ought to in a real sense be several significant degrees higher than our 2025 forecast. What will stake be worth in 5 years? The cost of stake in 5 years could lie around $0. What stake will be worth in 2030, or so they thought. Our determining model sees stake coming to $0 in 2030. What stake will generally be especially worth in 2040? Our anticipating model sees stake coming to $0 in 2040, which is genuinely critical. Will stake supplant/outperform/surpass Bitcoin? No, stake won't generally supplant or for the most part surpass BTC. Could stake reach $100? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for stake to reach $100 in the truly short or midterm period. How high will stake go? Our gauging model sees stake cost crashing and dropping to approach zero in the separated future. Is stake worth purchasing? We don't see a splendid future for stake. It merits purchasing just as a fundamentally transient hypothesis with an excellent leave methodology. Stake basically is definitely not a decent kind of long-haul hold. Is stake a wise speculation? Stake is definitely not a wise interest as we would see it. Why? Indeed, it faces a savage rivalry from other comparative crypto projects, doesn't stand apart with its innovation and development, doesn't have a certifiable local area, not including examiners and publicity pursuing group, and the group behind the task is problematic. Can stake basically make you a mogul in a very enormous manner? No, stake might not cause you a mogul as we at any point don't see it doing a 10x cost increment any time from now on. What amount will stake be worth? For the momentary future, it could reach $2.02. In the long haul, 8 to 10 years, it will no doubt drop to zero or somewhere around there. For what reason will stake succeed and become more expensive? Stake generally has a remote possibility of succeeding. It has no first-mover advantage, it brings no remarkable incentive, it sort of has a frail group and little local area behind it. All of this summarized forestalls stake to succeed and ascend in cost as long as possible. What is the genuinely momentary expectation for stake? Incredibly, stake will in every way that really matters, reach $2.02 in the following 90 days, which is a 37% change over the ongoing cost which drifts around $3.21. Stake price prediction today, what will be the cost of stake tomorrow? Stake will drift around $3.48 tomorrow. When to sell and leave stake? That relies upon your exchanging profile. On the off chance that you put stock in stake and think it has a brilliant future, holding the coin for basically 2 or 3 years is smart in an unpretentious manner. Taking benefits on wise speculations is a shockingly better thought, in spite of mainstream thinking. So on the off chance that you are perched on 100 to 200% or significantly more acquires on your stake, changing out a piece of the assets is definitely not a terrible move. Could stake crash and go to nothing? Stake could possibly be a dead undertaking in 5 years or so. Incredibly,